Here are key institutions that an Anglophone has never been appointed to be the head of the institution. This was posted by the Guardian Post newspaper. And what I just want you to know is that this is the very thing that we came out crying some time ago, that an Anglophone has never been the Minister of Territorial Administration. And President Paul Biya decided to do it to certified Anglophones. And then he went and appointed Minister Atanga Nji in that position. I'm asking you today, what is the benefit of Mr. Atanga Nji? So when we are talking about an Anglophone taking a lead or being appointed in this position, we are talking about an Anglophone who has never been assimilated, an Anglophone who is truly an Anglophone. That is the kind of Anglophone we are talking about. We are not talking about people like Atanga Nji. And this also caught our attention in that President Paul Biya has corruption in Cameroon. When we will start campaigning like this or pointing all these things, President Paul Biya will say, okay, it is election period. I'm going to appoint an Anglophone there. He picked amongst the assimilated Anglophones and appoint there. There will be no difference. Minister Atanga Nji presently is worse than a Francophones in that position. So what is the need? If this is a first time on TFA Talking Point, please subscribe to our channel and also share this video. TFA Talking Point is all about proposing lasting solutions to societal problems, and Cameroon is a problem entirely. If you want to discover any problem, go to Cameroon because of President Paul Biya and the entire CPDM. So these positions are all good. A position that impart life. But an Anglophone saying independent has never been appointed in this position, because these are positions that truly hold a country. And it is very difficult for a government that is not for the people to hand over this kind of position to people who have been fighting for freedom. So this also came in. That is what I am appreciating the Guardian Post newspaper, because it also came in to point out the marginalization that the people of Southern Cameroon have been crying of, the maltreatment and the torture, or treating them as second-class citizens, as if they are not part of the country. So this cannot change anything if President Paul Biya turned to appoint assimilated Anglophones into those positions. What we are saying is that Cameroon is at a point where we can change things for the better. All these institutions that we are even saying like this, they are not institutions because they are not independent institutions. Yet, individuals in Cameroon are stronger than all these institutions. And that is why all the institutions, whether being headed by an Anglophone or a Francophone, cannot bring any change in our society. So that is why we care less about this. And TFA Talking Point, we already drafted something down concerning institution in Cameroon and how we can have a strong institution that will be stronger than individuals. And thank God that somebody came in, because there is a saying that do not wait until your party or you are in power to implement all the positive ideas that you have for your country. And those are the things I was having. And then suddenly somebody came up with the same kind of ideas, though not exactly like mine. That is Barrister Keremona. So all these institutions, we can first of all make them to be stronger. And when they are stronger, then we can be fighting for somebody to be there. If President Paul Biya appoints you today as an Anglophone in those positions to be the Minister of Finance, there will be no change that you will bring, because you cannot take any decision on your own. You need to go to the presidency. President Paul Biya have to give an approval. And President Paul Biya is, first of all, a corruption. If you want to look the definition of corruption according to the dictionary in Cameroon, President Paul Biya will be the definition of corruption. So there is nothing that will come in from him. So being the leader is just disgracing yourself, just as Atanga Nji is disgracing himself. There is nothing he can do, because wherever he is going on behalf of the President Paul Biya, and not on his own behalf, not for the people of Cameroon. So being an Anglophone heading the Ministry of Territorial Administration is of no use to all Cameroonians, especially Southern Cameroonians. So we are calling for a strong institution first. After having a strong institution, we can be thinking of how to distribute power amongst the two countries that came together. That is French Cameroon and British Southern Cameroon. So to see how they can handle. If this person is the president, this person should be the vice president. If this person is heading the president of the National Assembly, the Anglophone should be heading the president of the Senate. This person is the head of police. This person should be the head of gendarmes. If this person is the head of the army, this person should be the head of the B. So that is the kind of government that TFA talking point stands for. And by 2032, we will be there, because we are coming in 2032 to take over the presidency. But if the barrister Akeremona take over power, then it will not be 2032. It will be 2030 that will be taking over power from to rule, because barrister Akeremona talk about 5 years. And that 5 year immediately will expire. TFA talking point will come in. And by then we will have a political party that will help build our nation and solve this crisis that has been going on in Cameroon, where southern Cameroonians will be in charge of the police, and police will remain only in southern Cameroon, because that is what they know. And the gendarmes to French Cameroon. We will have our own Ministry of Education, our own Ministry of Justice, based in southern Cameroon. And everything, this is the kind of federation I am talking about. We will have our own National Assembly. French Cameroon will have its own National Assembly. And then we will have equal members of the Senate. That will be the National Assembly, called the Senate, where we will have, if there are 150 from French Cameroon and 50 from Southern Cameroon. If we want to talk about numbers, then maybe 80 from French Cameroon and 20 with veto power from Southern Cameroon, so that the French Cameroon Senate should not dominate, but 20 coming from Southern Cameroon will have veto power. So this is the federation I am talking about. So if you are in support of it, join TFA Talking Point, because one day, very soon, we are going to start another platform, which will be for the people of Cameroon, and that will end up being our own political party, and we will return back to Cameroon and start working toward 2030. If Barrister Akeremona take over, or if the CBDN remain in power, we will be working toward 2032 to take over the presidency.